Right, my name is Osy Ikhile I. I'm an actor and a skateboarder and a designer and an illustrator and a photographer, an all-round dope human being. My earliest memory of skateboarding was 12 years old. I wasn't apprehensive when I first started skateboarding because when you're at that age, you're young, you're fearless, there's a naivety that comes with youth that I guess I was just part of that world that just was fearless, picked up the board and just wanted to have fun with their friends. I'm not gonna lie to you, at first it was just cool as fuck, man. It was just the coolest thing that I had seen in a really long time, and I just wanted to be a part of that community. And at that time, like, it wasn't cool for, it wasn't really cool like in the black community, so I just kind of did it, and it's been a part of me ever since. The whole style and stuff didn't come until later on, pretty recently actually, that I started to really like care about style and stuff. It's always just been about having fun, really, and anybody who took it too seriously or had this kind of pack mentality, like, oh, you can't skate with us kind of bullshit, miss me with that shit, man. I ain't about it, you know? It's all about fun and brotherhood and just having a good time. I wouldn't call them heroes, but definitely skateboarders that I looked up to were people like Kareem Campbell, Stevie Williams, Antoine Dixon. Like, when I was younger, those were the only black skaters that I really knew about. Underrepresentation in skateboarding wasn't really a big deal for me at that time because I was too young to know any better or what was going on. Kids don't know that shit. We don't care. Racism is taught, it's not something you're born with, and I was lucky enough to be surrounded by people who didn't have that bullshit mentality. Skating is just skating, like, it wasn't about that. In more recent times, I think it's been more accepted in the black community, like it wasn't back then. It was. You look at a black person, athlete, and you're either playing football, rugby, or basketball. You don't really see black people skating, but as you grow, and as the internet became more of a thing, and you saw people from different walks of life, from different parts of the world, you realize that it doesn't fucking matter. It shouldn't be a fucking question anymore, really. People should just be people. One of the things I love about skateboarding, when I'm on the board, there's two parts of it. There's the cruising side. I get my cruiser board, got my soft wheels on, and I'm just blowing, I'm just down the road. The other side of it is when you land a new trick. Every single time you get a new trick, oh, there is nothing like it. It is addictive. I spent 4 days trying to learn how to hard flip, and I shit you not, when I got it, the excitement in me would have looked like pure anger because it was just so much raw passion. It's a beautiful thing, man. Nothing like it. With the Black Lives Matter movement and everything that's going on in the world right now, I will say this: there is no place in skateboarding for racism. That's a fact. All real skateboarders know this. When it comes to being a black man in this world, I don't have to speak on it and I don't have to explain it to anybody. You know what's going on, do your research, Google is your friend. Don't ask black people their opinions on Black Lives Matter. It is not PC. If there's any advice I can give to anybody who's non-black, I would say have those conversations about equality and equity when there are no black people around, and that is how change will happen. Performative allyship does not do anything for anybody. So just because you have a black friend or your friend's sister's dating a black guy, it doesn't mean that you are not racist. It's an uncomfortable truth. Do your own research. Stop asking for permission from black people. Obviously, being an actor, there is similarities in being a skater. When you skateboard, I'm not gonna say a real skateboarder, but like you learn pretty quickly that if you wanna be good or if you wanna progress in skateboarding, you have to fall over. You have to fall, you have to get back up. You can't complain, you can't say I don't want to skate, I don't want to fall over, because if you don't fall over, you're not going to learn anything. Simple. If you don't want to fall, don't skateboard. The same with acting. If you don't want to get rejected 90% of the time that you go up for a new job, don't start acting. It's hand in hand. You get knocked down, you get up. Skateboarding teaches you that, acting enforces that for me, and the two work hand in hand to just help me be the best version of myself I can.